world of extreme off-road vehicles, there's one machine that stands out not just for its size, but for its sheer capability and rarity. Meet the Toyota Mega Cruiser, a beast that looks like it came straight out of a military convoy but carries the legendary reliability of Toyota engineering. At first glance, the Mega Cruiser might remind you of the American Hummer H1, and that's no coincidence. Toyota designed it in the early 1990s as Japan's answer to the rugged utility of the Hummer. But unlike the Hummer's often excessive attitude, the Mega Cruiser had a more refined, disciplined approach. Built primarily for the Japanese self-defense forces, only a handful ever made it into civilian hands, making it one of the rarest 4x4s Toyota has ever produced. Let's talk about the design. This vehicle is massive. It stretches over 5 meters in length and nearly 2.5 meters wide. It's tall, boxy, and looks like it could drive over just about anything. But despite the intimidating appearance, Toyota made sure it was more than just a military showpiece. Under the hood, the Mega Cruiser is powered by a 4.1-liter inline-4 turbo diesel engine. Yes, just 4 cylinders, but don't let that fool you. The 15 BFTE engine was built for torque and durability, not speed. It produces around 153 horsepower and 280 pound-feet of torque, and that torque is what matters when you're crawling over rocks, pulling through mud, or hauling gear through remote terrain. The engine is paired with a 4-speed automatic transmission and a full-time 4-wheel drive system, complete with front, center, and rear locking differentials. That means this truck was designed to handle the most brutal environments. Now here's where it gets even more impressive, the Mega Cruiser features 4-wheel steering. That's right, both the front and rear wheels can turn, making it shockingly nimble for something this large. It can pull off tight turns that would leave a regular SUV struggling. Combined with its ground clearance and a suspension system built to flex and absorb rough terrain, the Mega Cruiser was built to go where roads simply don't exist. The interior? It's functional, rugged, and surprisingly spacious. Remember, this is a vehicle built with military transport in mind, so the cabin is basic but highly durable. Civilian versions did get a few more creature comforts like air conditioning and seating for up to 6 people, but luxury was never the point. It's about reliability, endurance, and functionality. And speaking of rarity, Toyota only produced around 3,000 units of the Mega Cruiser between 1995 and 2002. The vast majority of them went to military and government services. Only about 150 to 200 civilian units were ever sold, and most of those stayed in Japan due to strict export laws. That makes seeing one in the wild a real treat for car enthusiasts. Over time, as these vehicles aged and Japan's regulations made it harder to keep older diesel trucks on the road, a few Mega Cruisers started making their way to international markets, especially the US, where enthusiasts are now able to import them under the 25-year rule. If you see one today, it's almost always owned by a collector or an off-road aficionado who understands the value and capability of this unique vehicle. So why didn't the Mega Cruiser go global like the Land Cruiser? A few reasons. It was expensive to produce, tailored to military specifications, and its size made it impractical for city life. Toyota likely didn't want it to compete directly with their own civilian lineup either. Plus, it was never really intended to be a mass-market vehicle. It was a proof of concept, a symbol of capability, and a tool for specific missions. But despite its limited production, the Mega Cruiser has gained a cult following. Its imposing presence, incredible off-road capability, and military pedigree make it a dream machine for anyone who loves overlanding. expedition vehicles, or rare 4x4s. It's a vehicle that doesn't just stand out, it dominates. Today, if you're lucky enough to find one for sale, prepare to pay a premium. Prices have been rising steadily as more people discover its legendary status. And with that bulletproof diesel engine and tank-like build quality, it's not just a collector's item, it's a working piece of history. The Toyota Mega Cruiser isn't just a truck, it's a statement. A statement about what happens when an automaker known for reliability and practicality decides to build something extreme, capable, and completely over the top. It's rare, it's tough, and it's one of the coolest machines Toyota has ever built. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of Toyota's most legendary off-roaders, don't forget to like, subscribe, and let us know in the comments if you could get your hands on a Mega Cruiser, where would you take it first?